Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon. If it's afternoon, where you at? How you doing today? Let me see who in the building, so I can say hello. How you doing? Hey, Marianne, how you doing, sis? How you doing, Tina? How you doing, sis? Happy Monday. Welcome to a new week. How you doing, Tanya? How you doing? How you doing, Susan? How you doing? Let me see what y'all talking about. Yes, I hope everyone did too, sis. Hey, cool game, how you doing? I hope everybody had a great holiday weekend. I hope they they got to see family. If they didn't see family, I hope they just had a good time. I hope they had a good time. Because sometimes even if you go see family, you still gotta go home, right? You still gotta go back. So I just hope you enjoyed your moment, your weekend. You enjoyed whatever you did. If it was just you had the weekend off, enjoyed that. If you made it through the weekend and it was rough, enjoy the fact that you made it through. I mean, just enjoy. So I'm happy. How are you doing? How you doing? Susu, how you doing? Good morning, good morning. So how is everybody? How was your weekend? How is it going? It's been a weekend, y'all. I worked this weekend and yesterday I was when I got home. Now I went to upload a video and for some reason it wasn't uploading, so I've deleted it to try and upload it again. But I yesterday it took me almost 3 hours to get home. So by the time I got home, I was just kind of like, ugh, over it, annoyed over it. So last night I didn't go live, and I missed you guys. I really did. I really did miss you because, I mean, if it's one day that I truly don't like to not come on, it's Sunday. Because, Sunday is pajama jammy day. And so no matter if we go live in the morning, if we go live in the afternoon, or the evening, it's all just to enjoy each other before we get ready for this week. Because you never know. You know what I mean? We can talk about you never know what YouTube gonna offer in the week. You don't know what life gonna offer in the week. We know this is a soap opera, but life. So I like to get together on Sunday and just try to at least bring some kind of laughter, joy to each other. Not just I came to bring y'all laughter and joy. I came for us to bring some laughter and joy to each other. Some positivity. You know what I mean? That's why I always say, man, send love to each other. When we come up in here, it might be the place you can just come in and get some love. And it's not the only place. But come on in, give each other some love. Say, how you doing? How's it going? Just John, how you doing? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Thank you. Thank you, Just John. But yeah, I truly, like I said, this weekend it's been a weekend, but yesterday, if I want to ask you something, sometimes like I tell y'all, you don't want to say anything because feel like you just keep going up to go down. But y'all send out good vibes for me, send out good prayers for me. I saw a place and it's available on the first, which is Thursday. So the thing is, at least we don't have to be in some long waiting process to know. So I should know by today, tomorrow. Um, but if it's meant for me, that's where I'm at. Like if it's meant for me, it'll be. Because like I said, it doesn't matter if you have everything something wants. If you say no, it's not enough. It's not enough. And then rejection is not good over and over on nobody. You know what I mean? I'm human. I don't know what I'm supposed to be, some kind of superhero. I wish. I wish. Because then if I was a superhero, I would have never had to go through it to know. So I'm not. I am, like I said, I'm fighting every day like everybody else. But like I said, send out good vibes. I used to tell you about places and leads and things going on, but I feel like everything just fell through. And so I just like, at this point, I'll just say something when I got someplace. And I still feel like that. But I also know that it's just like going to the doctor and not telling them everything. It's like if you go to the church and you're scared to really tell them what you stand in the need of. So if I sent, he has to make sure his butt at least got a cameo. Um, but that way, at least if you sending out vibes for me, or you sending out anything for me, like I said, just do that. That's what love is all about. You spread it. What's the point of having it if you hold it to yourself? That's how I feel, as far as that. So that's part of my weekend. Work was straight. Like I said, I love my Sunday staff and shit. I love everybody I work with, to tell you the truth, at the end of the night. And but my Sunday team, I love the energy. The energy's so good. I wish every day could be Sunday. You know what I mean? But yeah, so for me, that's where I'm at today. You know what I mean? There was another place that was saying, "Oh yeah, y'all come on up in here on the first. You can move on in. Ain't no problem." But the building actually has been sold and it's under new management. And I know with some people, when they do that, when that new management comes in, they get rid of everything that was there before. And if that be it the case, I don't want to. No, I'm not moving to move again. It's want to sit still. You know what I mean? You want to put a key in the door. Like, that's it. That's it. The simplest things. I want to cook in the kitchen. The simplest things I miss. That's what I miss. But yeah, so keep it lifted in that. What else? I want to make sure I just want to get through what I was thinking for the weekend. But yeah, it's been like I said, it's been a good week uh as far as just making it. Not mentally, because that's what people don't understand. Like, you could seem just as strong as, you know what I mean? But I'm really just as weak as my weakest link in myself, not even in the links of the people in me. So every day that people are up and being good or bright or saying, you know what, no matter what it is, I'm not going to give you that, because it's the thing I don't want in my life. So when I make it through a week, I take it a day by day, I tell y'all. But when I make it through the end of the week and I say, whew, you made it, and I actually didn't slip, because I slip a lot. So it's weeks when I'm evaluating my whole week, I'm like, you ain't had to cuss that dude out at the bus stop. You straight gonna tase him. And I tell myself sometimes, like, I could have reacted a little different, or I could have got into it. And some weeks I ended it. I could have got into it with somebody at work, whatever it may be. But I question me and what I could have did better. And if I'm sitting around thinking I shouldn't have done it, then I know I could do better. You know what I mean? And that's it. So weekly, I'm giving myself an evaluation and saying, well, this week I'm trying not to do that at all. So whatever it is I did that I didn't like in me, I changed it. So to me, last week was in all a good week, because last week was a hard week. It was my birthday week. That was the great part. It was Thanksgiving. That's the great part. It was my nephew's birthday. It was my buddy's birthday. It was life. It was everything all bought in one. And so if I made it through it and didn't break, you know what I mean? Even though I had moments where I was just a little off, thinking about how, it was Thanksgiving and like I said, I was a little off, but I made it. I made it through the week, you know what I mean? And that's at the end. That ain't no perfection. I wish it was. Because if it was, I knew I didn't have to come in the new week fighting to take it step by step and day by day. But that was my week in the whole, if I could sum it up. And I truly had to have my inspirational moments. I even put me together a list. Like I said, I finally went into my Apple Music. I'm always in Pandora. And I'm like, why don't you go into your Apple Music? You have all this snuggle, how you doing? You have all this music in Apple. Why don't you just go in there? So I went in there and I made me a playlist of songs that make me happy. They inspire me. They make me happy. They motivate me. And in my mind, they define me. You know what I mean? There's those kind of songs when I feel like how my heart feels. So I made me a list of that, so that those days when I'm even questioning what somebody else is questioning when I do, I just ask myself what I'm out here to do. So I'm not out here to be what somebody think I am or think how they would do it. I'm just here to be me. I can't be nothing else. So with all that said about my week, see, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm never gonna stop talking about what I watch on here. I'm never gonna stop doing that. But I'm just really getting to a point where, outside of the good points, even in the bad stuff, some of it's redundant. I just can't keep repeating it. And then some of it is just like people aren't gonna stop until you see it their way. So if you've decided this is what's gonna be, people can decide whatever they want. People can know something and still like it. People can, oh my God. It's just, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. It's almost like the fight is lost in the fuss. Every time you think you know, here comes something else. And then sometimes in the midst of it, we rehashing old shit. We are doing new shit. We saying so much that sometimes we forgetting what we say. You know what I mean? And it's just like, oh my goodness. Oh, geez. And the worst part is I'm from the outside looking in. Like I can truly see like the way everybody fighting ain't never gonna get no resolve if a resolve what you want, or if what if ceasefire what you want, or if none of that's gonna happen. Big bad wolf, like you doing says, like none of that's gonna happen in the way it's being fought. Like it's not. It's not. All it's gonna do is keep doing what it's doing. It's causing these hella divides, but nobody's seeing the big picture. Most of the people involved seem to already have knew the shit that's so damaging, or when you in the midst of war, there are no rules to it. And so it's almost like people want to be in the midst of these wars and fight and then have all these codes. Oh, well, how y'all gonna say men shouldn't be in it, but it's men involved? At least the men that's involved. So to me, and this is no disrespect, outside of with respect, any man, any transgender who is living and they're living as a woman, then I'm gonna honor that under the pronouns. But in speaking on, even if they were just a homosexual male, the men that are in this community, the 90 days, the messy, the whatever we call the community, the CUDA, whatever you're calling it, I don't know what it is. The sector I belong to is myself. I belong to nothing but my mama and my father. You know what I mean? So, and even with that, you know what I mean? It's almost like a leasing. Yeah. So, but I don't, because one, I don't jump into anything. And two, I have to know that if I belong to something, that the truth of the matter is I stand in complete more than a majority of what they stand for. So other than that, then I just stand in what I am. And then with that, I can respect everybody. You know what I mean? I'm not like, hey, what sector you in? Because who do you know? Who do you be with? Whose channel did you watch the most? Show me your list so I can see who's in the front. I know you watch them the most. No, I don't think like that. But yeah, so I don't. But in this sector, what I've noticed is, so like I said, the men that are in, at least most of them been in here. So right or wrong, because I told you, one thing I do not think that's right is I'm never gonna think it's right that men and women are fighting. Now, don't get me wrong. It was said yesterday, hey, if some women come at a man like a man, they gonna treat him like a man. I just stated the other day, a real man is gonna know that's still a woman. She come barking up this tree if she want to, still a woman. And I still know as a man, I have more upper body strength than her. You know what I mean? So as a man, so even if my sexuality was that we both messed with men, it still didn't change that at the end, my body is of a man. And as a man, I should not be sitting up. Just like a woman shouldn't be, yeah, a woman shouldn't be getting into it with no man neither. But if they jump into it, the difference between the man and the woman is the woman feels like she really has to defend herself. You know why? Because there's a whole man coming at me. So if you thought I barked at women and you thought I got into it with women, let a man come at me. I'm gonna be talking to him like I get all up in his face and give him you know why? Because I'm a whole woman and this man decided that all the people he wanted to fight was a woman. That's how I'm gonna get. What woman wouldn't? I'm a woman. And then some women gonna say, oh, as soon as a man say it's women, I know women who as soon as a man, I don't care who he's sleeping with, as soon as a man say something, you know what they do? They go get another man. They don't go get a woman. Yeah, I do know that. That's true. And I said it, and I hate to say it, and this is nothing against nobody, but name me, yeah, the men haven't. So I'm not saying it's right for a man to get into it, but at least I can say the men in these sectors, at least they were already in this. But honestly, some of them been very disrespectful. Where it's not, I just got into it with a woman, because a woman and a man can get into it with each other. They can disagree, but it don't have to be use a B, he's a B, use a bastard, suck on this, use a slut. Do it have to be that? Are we grown? Are we getting into it, or do we have sexual tension and we need to get it off on each other? I'm just trying to figure it out. But I just believe bringing okay, if me and you spill some milk, I shouldn't be over there cleaning up your milk. I should be cleaning up mine. So the thought to me of anybody from the outside coming in, some confusion, and they already got confusion. Now you got confusion and confusion. But it's what we allow. Remember, this is a free app, and everybody on here is a free thinker. And we're thinking that they're not being free thinkers because they're not doing what you want them to do. But if that's the case, then you don't think they're free thinkers. But everybody's a free thinker on here, and you are entitled to go wherever you want to go. But if you're gonna go somewhere, like I tell everybody, at least make sure you know where you at. So when you are there, you secure in the fact that you know where you at. That's it. Just do that. And if it makes you happy and you enjoy it, just do it. And some of this stuff, it's a joke. It's a soap opera. It's a soap opera. People want you to look at, oh, I can't believe these two cool. But look at them two, they cool. Look at every room that's saying that and pointing the finger got four pointing right back at them. You know why? Because the same thing they talking about somebody doing, they did it. They doing it. They doing it. They doing it. And if you notice, half of the dirt come from when they was cool with each other. Y'all, if this was a movie, do y'all remember the movie Heathers? Is that the movie? Let's name that movie Heathers. But another just snaky chicks getting together, like it's in this sector, oh man. And if I have to speak because I've seen it, so I'm gonna speak on it. So I was watching this morning. I was watching the last live on Jules Bag Up channel, her and Terry Lynn. Anyway, so let's get straight to it. There's a part when on Table Talk they saying that Terry Lynn dropped the F-bomb. So when they played it, when I first heard it, I said, it sounded like a slip. This is my opinion. I haven't had a conversation with Terry Lynn about this. I just saw this morning. But in my opinion, at first I said, it sounded like a slip. But then when I heard the maggot, I definitely heard maggot. I heard that part. So then when they played it again, I heard effing maggot. So I heard that like fucking maggot. I heard that part. But here's what I'm going to say. I know, personally, not off a bunch of rumors I heard on YouTube, not off of what somebody wants me to think or how they feel. And I don't take away from anything in anybody's strike. But I know for a fact, a malicious bone. See, I truly believe in energy. And I truly believe if you get close to me, you'll feel mine as well as I'll feel yours. I know that this woman is not, at least in no form and fashion, against the community. I know that she wasn't. And then who she was talking about was this guy, Chicago Muscle, who they call the maggot. Now, when I first heard the maggot, I thought, oh, that's a polite word to take a bad word to me, because I'm thinking he's a maggot, like a maggot that turns into a fly. Like I didn't know what. So I figured it was just another way of calling him the F word. And that's for the people who made it up for him. But I don't know personally because I'm not in their brain. But I thought that, and I also know that when we saying any kind of word that's too close to another word, it's real easy for it to slip. So I'm not making excuses because I don't make no excuses for no adults. I got kids, and you're not going to sit here and make excuses for them. I can tell you how I feel about it. And that's what I'm saying on that. So if anybody could ever run back and say what people doing and not doing, the difference between me and anybody on here is I can't say that people want me to hear their loyalty or hear how unloyal somebody is, but half the stuff you tell me about these people, you did it yourself. So if they so bad, what make you better? The difference between those people and that person is I've actually broke bread, sat down, and I've sat on phones and got real conversations with a person that's not about this. And that's how you really get to know people. So as far as I'm concerned, like I said, Do I tell Terry, say Terry Lynn to sing? Hell no. Ask Terry Lynn if I tell her she'll sing. I ain't one neither. I'm not. And what Terry Lynn do is what Terry Lynn do. You know what I'm saying? I still love Terry Lynn strongly. So, but I did want to speak on that because I saw it, and I'm sure that'll be something everywhere. Because it's another way to put the whole agenda. Because everybody on here wants somebody to have the same thought about somebody that they have, but I'm not. Because remember this: one, it's not just about that they didn't do it to me. It's about when I'm weighing the thing, I have to weigh the whole story and see. Well, I see that you was stooping to the same level you telling me they was low down for doing. But everybody got an excuse and a reason. But I'm not here to judge none of y'all because none of that shit gonna get me nowhere in life. It's not. It's not. Let me see what y'all in her saying. Because sometimes I get to babbling, then I'm like ignoring. It seems like the chat, and I'm not. Red Rock, how you doing? Bossy, bossy, how you doing? Says. Let me see what I'm missing. Sweaty, sweaty, hey, sis. Good morning. Just making sure good y'all speaking each other. Yeah, it is. And I would say it's super sad and shocking, but because we all live in the same real world, do y'all watch the news? You see what's going on in the world? And every person that is on this device, every real person that's on here is a piece of the world. They are. They're a reflection of their ancestors, their people, their children, their reflection. And it's all these people doing some terrible shit who want to tell me about other people's terrible shit. How about I just sit on my shit? How about I'm waiting for somebody to do the live where they like, hey y'all, I'm finna play y'all videos where I lied. I'm finna play you videos where I fucked up. I'm finna play you some videos where I made some mistakes. I'm finna play you some videos. This me. This my part. Bump all them. This me. I'm over this. This what I done did. Here, say this. Because then they had nothing to talk about. What they gonna go say how you told them everything they said? They could just stand in it. These scam likely, boy, I tell you, then your answer may be like, yeah, auto insurance. I'm like, I ain't even gotta go. I ain't even gotta go. But yeah, you gotta be your own individual big bad wolf. I gotta speak, sis. I better have. But if you watch it and you've been watching, like some of this stuff, if you went to break it down, like I said, it's an elephant. You got to break it down one person at a time. And so everybody, even when they get all in chats together, you don't know who we bashing. It goes so back and forth. You confused. Like, wait, I'm talking about Muscle, Mac, who? Wait, hold on. Is that we talking about Doom? Who are we talking about? Wait, what's going on? Wait, y'all talking about April? Wait, this happened last week? No, that's last year. It's confusing. So if you knew, you like, I have no idea what's going on. If you just been here the last year, you think you know what's going on. It's the tip of the iceberg. But if you've been sitting watching some of this since it began, you know it's been musical chairs one. So that's why when everybody say, oh, I can't be surprised, I can. That's why I said people be acting like we want all this stuff hasn't been right in your face. And then I told y'all, it's a top crowd. They are the puppet masters. They started the shit. They came in, brought a bunch of shit. They brought a bunch of ways with them, doxing, all this stuff. They brought it. And then it's been all these mini wars under them. But every time they get big, pay attention because the main cats come out every time to let you know. I'm sorry, I'm so out of it. I'm just trying to stay so far away from it. Like I said, man, we throw all kind of deflections. Oh my God, it's all the subs. Like I said, a sub can't be messy without a messy ass content creator. Because the sub don't have a channel. So who would know this sub was messy or what this sub was doing if a content creator wasn't every time they emailed them, every time they IG'd them? Thank you. What else did they say? Send me a timestamp. That's a team. That's called a messy team. That's Batman and Robin. But we're going to just say it's just some messy subs. What did the messy sub do? Force you to talk about what they told you? Did the messy sub force you to listen to what they were saying? Did the forcey sub, I just want to know what the forcey sub did, what this messy sub did that made you have all this communication with they messy ass, but now we throwing them under the bus? Tell me, because you messy. Wait a minute, hold on. Some of these people will be like, hold on, y'all, I got some dirt to give you. It's a conversation I recorded. The dirt you just gave me is that you a messy mofo. You get what I'm saying? But you want me to hear what this other person was saying messy. Of course they was being messy. They was talking to a messy mofo. That's why when they got up with you, they start telling you a bunch of mess. I know messy people. I know what messy people do. I know how messy people act. Snuggle, snuggle. Hey, my snuggle bunny. VT, how you doing, sis? Ren Rock, how you doing, bro? I love when the king's out in the building. I feel like I'm missing people, so I'm going through. And if I said your name twice, it's just because I love you and I love you and I love you. And if I didn't say it twice, I still love you and I love you and I love you. Spiky, Spike. What's up, Spiky? Spiky, it's a new week. I'm dead ass. Oh, I got to make sure I'm on Facebook with you. I need to send one to Chef. I want to get up with some Chicago creators. I'm like, it's December. I'm on real business, real life, and it's bigger than everything else. And you know what I mean? And when you're dealing with your life as a whole, it's going to have many different layers inside. So this week, I really want to get up with some Chicago creators. So the ones closest, like, I'm going to get up with all of them. So if I spend time watching you, talking to anything, I'm trying to get up with you. We can break some bread, grab something to eat. That's really what I'm trying to do. You know, today, this month, at the end of the month, I pay off the F-bombs. For December, we're going to just tally up some new words, and we're going to break over here and make what'll just be about a Danny dictionary. It'll be for YouTube. It'll be a way to safely speak everywhere. It'll be like a language. It'll be like Pig Latin. It'll be like Ebonics. It'll be our own little language that we can move through here and talk and say things where we're not demonetizing videos, and where I'm also learning to cover myself on a more professional way. So those are one of the things. In December, I will officially be on the schedule. It was one of the things I said I wanted to do by first having a September tour, remember, and then, you know what I mean, just go on in each month as I prepared myself to stay stable. So that's why I made sure I started trying to go live every day. Tried to make sure I stayed on the shorts. Right now, like I said, I'm not doing any shorts until I can some form of way communicate so we can know that these are my videos that I've posted in any of my shorts. I have never taken anyone's stuff. You know what I mean? I've never took their pictures, their video, a clip of their video. I haven't done that. So, and the one time I did do it is when the day Hear Her hit 1,000 and she was on Seaworth Channel. Because I was actually sitting there and I had just, I ain't even gonna lie, I had just smoked my nightcap to go to bed. And I was sitting there watching that, eating me a snack. And I knew, like, ooh, this gonna hit the fan. So when I recorded a little upload, I recorded it while the video was playing in the background. Hold on, y'all, my eye, it's just starting to. Oh my goodness. Oh, and my song in my ear too. Karma, chameleon. Karma, chameleon. I'm trying to find my sunglasses, guys. Sorry. Come and go. Love will be easy if you're coming to light my dreams. Red, gold, and green. It took me years to realize he was saying red, gold, and green. I used to think he said red, gold, and dreams. I kid y'all not. Where is my sunglasses, y'all? Hold on a second, because this is weird. I just had on one on my Nino this morning. I don't know what's going on with my eye, but I have no idea what's going on. Because it's not even bright. And I thought, here they go. They're behind my computer. Smooth, Nene. But yeah, like I said, it's so much going on here. But it, like I said, it's just going to attack a lot of stuff. And these are the, you know, that's why even when, so I had to really understand what it was trying to be done this weekend. And so now that I realized that it was just in watching, because sometimes you just have to watch and listen, not just hear what's going on. You have to listen. And so when I realized it was saying during this weekend, let's just not. You know what I mean? Let's not give it no fire. I'm telling y'all, silence is gonna win this one. Y'all really want these people to shut? And I know people say, "Nah, me being silent ain't gonna work." I'm talking about that real silence. That silent where I'm not paying you any attention. I don't care what you say. What you say, I don't give a damn. I've said what I got. That's what I said. If it get planned out, if you just say what you got to say, you can get that off your chest. You ain't gonna get it off on the panel with them because y'all gonna be arguing over each other. They chat gonna be setting you on fire, or your chat gonna be setting them on fire. You're not gonna get it when they bringing out rumors and stuff. And they should have some rules to it. Like, don't come arguing with me about anything I did to anybody else. If I didn't do it directly to you, I'm gonna stop letting you make that your problem with me. That's what's wrong with people over here. It's too many Captain Savers over here. How many people are out here fighting somebody else's battle? And these people ain't even fighting that hard for their own battle. But if somebody standing, they fist in the air, chest out, full military uniform on. For what? For what? What are you really fighting? Then when these people get on a chat together, you think they're going to say their problem is this, but it'd be something totally different. It'd be a problem about something they did with somebody else. It'd be a problem about what they did and said last year. It'd be a problem about a rumor we've been putting around out here. This is so childish. Like, this is so... And then, I don't even know if people on here really know what racism is. Everything is racist, but real racist shit. People do real racist shit, and they be like, oh my God, I had no idea. If somebody said that, that would be offensive. Baby, that would be offensive if it wasn't even racist. Like I said, here's my thing. When I hear, up in here, anybody come up in here, as long as they come in here with enough respect to say hello, you know what is an honor to say back? Hello, or say nothing at all. You understand? You don't have to say hello. But they can't come in here and disrespect you. You can't disrespect. And that's just to keep the ground safe, to keep us all safe. You know what I'm saying? Because some people come in to light a bomb. Hey, we diffusing this at the door. So if you come in rowdy, you won't even have much of a conversation because you can get up out of here. You didn't have to come in here. So my whole thing is, I don't call nobody out their name. I ain't calling nobody the nicknames they got on here. I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm going to call you by the name you got under your thing. And if your name's some wacky shit, I just going to say, I'm going to call you a shortcut of it. If your name is Put It Up, I'm going to call you Put It Up. You know what I'm saying? Just like, that's me, right? But I just got to say, Maria, with all love, honey, when I first heard that, Mama, I had no idea what it was. So I went and looked it up in the Urban Dictionary. And in the Urban Dictionary, I know nothing about it being a monster, nothing else. But in the Urban Dictionary, it been somebody who was irrelevant and annoying. That's literally what it said. It was a mama, like they were. And I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of childish that we didn't name it. I left it there. I've never called you that. I never will. No one could come up in here and call you that. But you find that so offensive that you'll block people. You don't like that. But you couldn't see where Porch Monkey was bad? I tell Rio, when I was talking to Rio, you ask him if he disrespected Selby Queen, not to me. And if I ever told him that was okay. You ask him if it came to JJ. You ask him if it came to words, have power. You, Maria, any of it, and I would tell you, no, I didn't. I didn't think it was okay. But in the same token, I'm never going to think it's okay that every time, I don't care if it's all white people getting into it over here, somehow it's the N-word. It's the monkeys, and we don't know monkey is offensive. I was just reading it. I just said it. It was, I got a black friend. I got a black cousin. I had black semen in me. I took black blood. I'm tired, y'all. It's just overwhelming, all the people we beating up that have nothing to do with this war that really only has 12 people involved in it. But yet those 12 people, even when we talk about the subs that y'all been pulled into it with y'all, the subs that was trying to be loyal to y'all, it's all a mess that was started by the same people. Some of these big people that's been in all this mess, we talk about the people that's so loyal to them that they blind for them. Yeah, but it's because of them that these people are these fools. And they keep it going. They keep it going, and they keep pulling everybody, and they strike every emotional thing we all done been through in this sector. Let's see. We disrespect the dead. We disrespect SA. We disrespect DV. We disrespect women. We disrespect weight. We disrespect cancer. We disrespect the LGBTQAI plus. We disrespect Black people. We disrespect different races. And just what don't we do? Oh, the children, they ain't off limits neither. Don't be at the hospital with one of your family members and they dying. That don't mean nothing. We just want to get turned up that day. We want to get turned up that day. Cooch, the day your mother was in the hospital passing away, you and Rio were getting into it. And he was in, C was saying y'all were arguing back and forth and back and forth. I literally myself called Rio, didn't have to, didn't need to. I literally called Rio and I said, hey, Rio, on some real shit. And for today, you can leave that woman alone so she can enjoy her mother. Because I'd hate for this to be her last day with her mother or last minutes. And this is how she got to spend it. That's some short. And he said, okay. Now, he didn't say, I'm going to be off of it forever, because that's really on him. I just asked. So like I said, when you think that people are sitting here thinking all this okay, it's not. But some of y'all are so convinced that if I like one person, I'm going to think, no, I know wrong is wrong and right is right, and no matter who's doing it. I know that people make mistakes. I know that there's no rules to war. I know a bunch of stuff. I know you can't start a fire and tell it how to burn. I know that loose lips sink ships and closed mouths. And close. First of all, first he started walking at the window. It's somebody, they not gonna tell somebody it's time for them to check out their room. Actually, they checking out late because it's 11:22. But that's on them. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But yeah. So he's knocking at them, banging on that door. But anyway, um, but that's how people treat you. They treat you like, oh, that's what I'm saying. No, come on, man. That's first of all, no person agrees with everything anybody does. Be your whole husband. It's just how you learn how to handle it. And as I said, I'm tired of listening to people tell me what's wrong and somebody did and they doing the same thing. And like I said, some people got great cases, and the reason why we can't even get to what they need to tell us or what they're trying to fix or the message they're trying to put out is because they got to be in fight mode. We in battle mode, so we just battling. Oh, you said that, I'm gonna say this. Oh, you told that, I'm gonna tell that. You doing tit for tat, tit for tat. It's just going back and forth, but nothing's getting done. Like nothing's getting done. And then here come the ringleaders of the shit. They either get in silence and you got to pay attention. Some of the ringleaders, when they start the shit, they go back and they get into some other stuff. They ain't even on the stuff you're on. And you think they gone, but then things happen and they keep pulling back. And you say, wait a minute, because they never left. They are the puppet masters. They are the puppet masters. And everybody, they be talking all this hoo-ha, roo-ha, my side, your side, which side, this side, that side. But if that's the case, at one point, everybody was on somebody's side. They were somebody. And within the same year, they talking buku brand shit, but they was once all knee deep in it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Then there's content creators out here. Y'all like to speak in subliminal messages. Y'all got he's subliminally saying something to me too. But everybody got these subliminal messages they want to speak in. I'm not speaking in subliminal messages because I'm not. Hey, Bubba, Elvis is playing. Would it be a sin? But I can tell falling in love. He just be wanting some attention, y'all. I don't know why y'all don't pay him no mind. He love Elvis too. Anyway, see, it's so much more. And the problem is like even when I said, and I wasn't wrong, that the people that wronged me, And the people that was bogus were bogus. I wasn't. But I sat in that so much that even when I could have a moment of fun, I couldn't. Because I was on the moment of get back. And some of the people I was getting back, yeah, I was getting some good blows on them. They kept going. And the difference, and I realized, that's not yours. Get that to me. That's not yours. The difference between me and them was I let what they did to me have me so stuck I wasn't moving on. They were moving on. They was good. They was good. I was the one stuck. And that's why I said I ain't doing that no more. I can't. And that's all I see over here. Like, even what pulled me out, it's just been too much. Like, I came on here and all I could think is somebody is going to take their life. Or somebody's going to lose their life before they can fix what they needed to. And I said, man, it's just getting too dark over here. And even as a sub, I felt like, man, I hate to even comment somewhere because I feel like the next day when I go into other person's chat, somebody making me feel like I was a traitor, like I was a snake. Who want to feel like that? Who want to feel like that? People coming on here because they want to, and they watching it because they interested, or they want to, or they want to know, or they want to see both sides, or they support you. But either way it go, it just get overwhelming. And like the people getting taxed the most, hey, over this weekend, it was more subs. And some of these subs, like I said, they knee deep in it because the creators that allow them. So for the messiest subs that's out here, ask yourself, what is the creator that they're messiest for? And that'll answer all your questions. It'll tell you everything. It's just like when people talk about the war on drugs in America, and they put it all on a certain race. Does that certain race have the airplanes that's flooding it into our country? Because it's not all coming over. It comes in boats. I'm talking shiploads of it. It's not just coming because somebody came with a tractor trailer across the border. Stop believing that. So you got to know what's the source. Don't come to the bottom and think you're going to stop anything big. Where's chief? Ask yourself, who's the chiefs of this stuff? And then you're going to minimize yourself down to about 4 or 5 people. They the ringleaders. And most of them say stuff like this. Send me that clip. I got so many messages. So you can nip it in the bud if you want to, as a creator. So you telling me this sub has so much power that they forcing you to read their messages, react to them, respond to them, and repeat them on your channel? Wow. This sub must be a part of your mind, or like a part of your conscience. Is this sub your mama? Who is this that's coming on here doing all this? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's a good thing, Sonia. That's a good thing. Because it's not what something is, it's what did you become out of it? Did you become just that? Or didn't you? So that's always a good thing. And it's supposed to be that we break the chains so that things can be different. But yeah, like I said, yeah. Big Bad Wolf, I'm telling you, it's just a fact. It's like, come on, yeah, you're right. That sub shouldn't be doing that. But I guarantee they weren't doing it to go against you. They were doing it for you. For you. You know what I mean? Come on. So at the end of the night, most of them gonna throw you under the bus at the end anyway. Until they were using you. They were using you. I'm grateful for everything I've ever gotten. Most importantly, love from y'all. Because if you knew, it was what my life needed. You know what I mean? And from my outside, from people that had no invest or property in me, and I wasn't giving them nothing but me. So I needed to see that so I could move into a new chapter of me in my life. So I'm grateful for everything anybody's ever done for me. But the one thing I'm not going to do with any of y'all is use you. Because to be honest with you, I don't want nobody to use me. Not use me to get back at nobody, not use me just to hurt me, not use me for what I got, for who I know. I don't want that. So I ain't doing it to nobody. So that's just it. People think I'm out here trying to make what? And here's the thing: if I was trying to perfect myself, why would that hurt anybody else? Which I'm not, because I don't believe in perfection. I'm just trying to be better than the me that was hurting me. That's it. And insecurity, depression, that shit's real. Mental health is real. Everybody on here talking about it, but if you really believe what you're saying, you know the damage that is being done. And even with some of these creators in it, I'm looking at the damage that's being done on them. And some, it's a phases. So something can hurt you so bad that it break you. And then if you make it out of the break, it could either make you stronger, where now you know a different way to fight this, or it can make you where now you become everything that broke you. But you become it. What you look at people and they lose themselves. It's like you don't see nothing. You look in their eyes and they soulless because the pain take it away. You think if I don't give a damn about my life, I could give one about yours? Like that's the thing people don't understand. And so like I said, when I watch on here and people saying, "Oh, my kids were in danger," I know that's not what you wanted. So if these are the things that got me there, this ain't the same way I'm gonna handle it. I'm gonna do different stuff so that I can protect what I'm here to protect. Or maybe that's just me. Let me get in this chat. Let me get in this chat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they work because kids can be kids. But I just told somebody this morning it's hard for kids to be kids when adults still want to be kids. When adults can't be done, adults can't let go, adults are fighting over everything, adults are bullying, adults are this. The kids are hopeless. Every day we sit on here fighting in each other, and I wonder if anybody's checked those numbers on how many children took their life today. How many adults do? Like I said, one day I was watching Sherelle's World, and she opened her panel, and two different people came up, and they were in nursing homes, and it just hit me. Like some people, in all different ways, we all ended up here. But I promise you, I know we all didn't come on here for all this. Like I just know we didn't. I know we didn't, and I know like people have done things wrong. Okay, get them back. All right, punish them. Give them a spanking. Give them everything you got to give them. But let's just stop hurting each other in the innocent people in the process. Here's the thing: I don't care who I'm cool with, who I was, because I respected everybody. You know what I mean? And if your energy matched something different, I just gave you back what you gave me. And like I said, and for the things I've said, anything, because like I said, I don't say all sane and stuff. It's people I'm not gonna say sane and shit. I'm not gonna say nothing nice about them. But when I really don't like you, I don't talk about you unless something happens that leads me to say something about it. You know what I mean? But other than that, no, I'm not sainting around here. Just like I said, I think we were hurt enough. I was a hurt subscriber. I was hurt that at one point all these content creators I liked were that you got introduced to by each other. They were all cool and everything was cool and you was all in each other's chats laughing. Then when they fell out, it was like you had to pick a side and now you listening to them say stuff like, if I see you over there, don't be over here. And they meant it. Because then you started saying, hey, in the chat, nobody spoke. I started thinking as a subscriber, man, this is so childish on the playground around here, man. Like, this is lame and goofy. And so I said, ain't no way I could have a channel and not say something. And I say, come on, y'all. The bully tactics, the segregation, do it on your shit. And so, you know how people always say, if you want to say something or if you want to do it a certain way, hold on. Hello? Hello? if you dang, this made me lose complete thought. But they always say if you got something to say or you want to do it, start your own channel. I figured, hey, I can't in the chat say all I want to say because it won't, it's gonna still get a bad communication. What is it, interpersonal and intrapersonal when it comes to communication? And one is, us talking to each other, like I'm talking, if somebody was talking back and forth with me. Then the other one be doing it like through text messages, through. So now people are thinking you saying it how they think you talk, and you really trying to say it calm. So I said, let me come on here and just say what I got to say. I got to be me. So that is truly what I did. I truly just came on here and did that. But like I said, some stuff I can't help but say. Like, how we pointing fingers? I mean, I don't know. And I don't care what it is. And somebody will be sitting and telling, oh, but don't you see such and such a racist? But they'll be cool with one. But that's okay. And it's okay if your friends do it. It's okay if you're friends with that. It's okay. It's okay. Like I said, to me, any mother on here talking to anybody who disrespected their kids, that's where my line would at least been drawn. Anybody who wished death on me, my line is definitely drawn in the sand. Anybody that was talking behind my back and they got back to me in any kind of way, I don't care what they were saying. We're just done. You know what I'm saying? That's just, I don't know. You got to have boundaries. And around here ain't no boundaries. There ain't no boundaries. Yeah, it's not. Then people be mad at you because you like somebody and they don't like. They'll be mad. Hold on, y'all. This is the internet. Let's be honest about it. They be mad at you if you got too many subs. They be mad at you if too many people came into your chat. They be mad at you if you got some super chats. They be mad at you if you laugh because Pookie came in and they don't like Pookie. They be mad. They be mad around here. This is so childish. I ain't never sat and watched nobody's thing and counted their super chats. Ever. But I've heard more content creators than less literally say like, yeah, and then last night they got like 200-300 in super chat. You be thinking, wait a minute. Last night they was dropping the N-bomb. They was doing this. They was doing that. They was pushing people to the edge. They was, you know what I mean? They was triggering the whole room. And all you know is what they got. That's what you gave me a fact on. You could let me know that. I'm just not that invested. I'm not. They do it. I mean, they went up 215 subscribers this month. You be thinking, was you counting? I don't think they know they went up 200. And they could see it in their analytics and they don't know it. Then content creators will be on here and know everything but how to work their stuff. Just why don't you go work on your stuff? Work on your channel. Get it off life support. Why don't you do that? Then people on here be looking for the beef. You know what I mean? Yesterday morning, I came up on Terry Lenz, and I had seen C was like, I said, damn, I didn't even know nobody was talking about me. But I mean, till this year over, I ain't gonna start talking about Muzz. Because by next year, I don't care. See, that's different than me and somebody else. I don't care what was going on here this year. If next year they still dragging into it, even if I watch it or laugh a little bit here, I'm over it. I'm over it. Same old toilet, same old shit, different toilet. I'm just over it. So I could say it, but then after a while, I'm just like, okay. You see what everybody else doing. But I promise you for 2023, I'm just going to make sure that, I'm definitely going to keep up with what's going on, see if it ever stops or anything else. I'm definitely going to support everybody who I support. You know what I mean? I'm never going to stop doing that. If I'm still subscribed to you, I still support you. It's that simple. You can take it how you want, but I'm definitely going to get more involved with what's going on with my channel, which I do that anyway. I know how to mind my business and work on what I'm working on, which is me. And but and support more people who are out here bringing joy, bringing something. They might be bringing a new recipe. They might be bringing a new perspective on a new show or an old show. They might be doing trivia so I can go have game nights over there with them. They might, you know what I mean? And like I said, every once in a blue moon, every once in a while, like I said, sometimes I'm watching the drama. I am really sitting there laughing. Believe it or not, I am sitting there laughing. Now, the stuff that's not laugh worthy, I'm not. But sometimes I am on the floor. Y'all think I'm lying. I'm on the floor. I'm rewinding because I'm saying, I know that didn't just happen. I know that didn't just happen. I do. I do. I do. I do. And like I said, I've heard some of these content creators tell a story and we hear the same story, but got a new person name to it. I've heard that too. I heard them blatantly lie. I mean, come on. And like I said, oh, thanks, Big Bad. Well, thanks, sis. And like I said, that, yeah, period. Period, Snuggles. Because in real life, real bad boys and girls move in silence. And that's a fact. They don't move in all this broadcasting. They move in silence. Like I said, men threatening women is lame as hell. Even if that woman barking, if you're a man, then you should know. Like, let me get out the room where she even think we in the same category to be barking. But like I said, as a woman, if I'm arguing with somebody and some man jump up, you think I'm gonna stop arguing? No, I'm gonna go further in because you brought this man who wants to fight women's battles. That just don't make sense to me. That's like if this is a good example for you. You ever been with a man somewhere and he get into it with a man and you start speaking up? A man will let you know, I have this. Because he's a man. Now, if he let you start jumping on a dude with him, checking the dude with you, what's that saying about him? So I feel the same way if a man come over and just got to get into it with women. If you came to check a man, you check that man. And if a woman say something, you stop talking. And the woman who you came to protect, she starts talking. That's how that works. You got to know how to move like that. You really do. But here's one thing I know. Since they've come into this thing, I heard that once they was calling that girl Josie a porch monkey. Now they saying it about Ren. Watch. In 2 months, they're going to be saying about the other black people over here. That's going to be the new word. Because all these people keep bringing this. If you notice, they keep bringing the baddest things and keep repeating it over and over and over. Like I said, 2 years ago, I kid you not, watch old videos. Nobody knew what doxing was over here. Now that's all everybody do is subs be doxing people, creators doxing each other and all they subs. I can promise anybody, if we ever had conversations, that's not the conversations I'm running with nobody. Your business, you're nothing. I'm just not. I'm not. But around here, like I said, the things we see, and then we'll be saying, oh, they really told me about such and such. They told me about them. That's why when Heidi was saying, oh yeah, thanks, Big Bad Wolf. Thank you, sis. But then people will be sitting here and telling you, oh, this is so wrong, and I can't believe such and such is doing this and doing that. When was it? Last year. So wait, you've been sitting on this such bad information and now it's important. Like, and then they'll just say, like, I got the key. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna let go of all these screenshots I got from all last year when these people were so-called friends. To me, that's telling you more about you. That's why I said, look, hey, Heidi, when you said you told Terry Lynn that when people show you who I believe them, of course, that's some OG saying. It's old school. I didn't make that up. That is old school because it means it. So when anybody shows me, if you showing me people's messages, you telling me about you. If you telling me that you got a whole bunch of screenshots from all these other people and you're vouching everything you telling us off what they told you telling me more about you. If you sit next to a racist telling me you don't, that somebody else racist, you telling me about you. If everybody you get on the phone with decides to tell you all the mess, it tells me more about you. It tells me more about you. If you get into it with everybody you ever got close to, it tells me everything about you. That's what I mean when I say if somebody show me who they are, I believe them. I believe them, but I believe them so much that I don't need to talk about it all the time because I believe them. They showed me. If everybody that you get into it with on the internet was so-called once your friend, you telling me more about you than them, in my opinion. In my opinion, you're telling me more about them than you. It all meant one thing, I'm telling you. Thanks, Big Bad Wolf. I just I couldn't help but when I used to sit back and watch this. I'll never forget one night watching 3 different people live at one time on my TV, on my iPad, on my phone. You know what I mean? I think the only thing I didn't have open was my laptop. Anyway, I was watching 3 different lives and I was watching them all talk. And what I realized was all these mofos was messy. They all in the shit. They all in. We'll be like, oh, such and such came over on somebody live because somebody sent them. 97% of these people got sent by somebody. Somebody done hit them up and said, girl, get over there. Danny just said your name. Girl, get over there. Somebody up in there. And I saw Pookie in the chat. Pookie don't like you. And Danny had just said your name. But I don't know what they talking about. These people got sent. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not getting sent. I am not. Remember the people that used to come and give messages, give you clever little messages at your door to a song? I'm not that person. So why am I coming again? What? I can tell you what my eyes saw. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you how I felt about it. I can tell you what I thought about it. But me calling you up. And then what I love is if somebody wanted me to watch something, you know what they were saying? Danny, did you see such and such? Because they know I'll watch it. Or I'm going to say to them, oh, yes, I saw it. They're not going to say, Danny girl, at 1 hour and 10 minutes and 30 seconds, they said, oh, Sweaty, last night you went up there with Jules and Terry Lynn, and you said something that made me spit my drink out my mouth. But you made a joke about this stuff. You phrase it to some kind of game, and I spit my drink out. Oh, what did you say? Damn. Because you made 2 little reference jokes about this stuff. Oh, but I forget. But yeah, like I said, I spit my drink out. Like I said, because sometimes you gotta laugh. You know what I'm saying? They say anger and stress take days off your life. And so we do all these things and take days off our life. But they say laughter can give you some extra time. And you're like, man, what is laughing hurting us? I never seen people so mad. Well, I've been so mad I ain't want to laugh. But man. It's too much. It's too much. So like I said, this damn thing I come out and give disclaimers. I still like everybody I like. I still mess with everybody. I ain't giving no disclaimers out. I let my actions speak louder than my words. And so nowadays, when y'all want to jump on the bandwagon of who y'all supporting and who y'all protecting and who y'all covering and what's your favorite content creator, that you got to stand up and roo hoo do hoo ha ha ha. Just make sure at the end of the night, this is what you stand for. Because I can still support you and not have to be delivering you. Ask yourself, what am I doing for them? And are they just as cool with me if I stop that? So if I say, just like if a content creator asks you, don't send me nothing, don't send them shit. But once again, if you do send them something, it's on them if they open it and take it. We got to take accountability all around here. You know what I mean? Nobody should be coming in your chat. Nobody. Your favorite content creator, anybody, your homie, your protector, whatever they are, they shouldn't be coming in disrespecting your subs. They shouldn't. Your subs shouldn't feel so uncomfortable that they are literally sitting there thinking to themselves, life sucks. Because I'm telling y'all, this is not even a joke. I'm trying to laugh, but I don't want y'all to think everything's a joke. It's all kind of people on here because these are all the people of the world. So there are people on here who honestly, they really respect and love or look up to or enjoy a content creator. So they really are just a part of the team. You know what I mean? So they want to see them grow. They want to see them happy. So when you come on and you down, they down too. When you come on and you happy, they happy too. When you come on and they mad that somebody dared to make you mad. And if they think everybody ganging up on you, they think that they're protecting you. And I'm not making excuses for nobody. I'm just saying these are facts of what really be going on. But see, if somebody came to me and was like, Danny, I just want to tell you, these people was talking about you, I would tell them, don't even worry about it. I'm okay. I'm not sitting around worried about them. And I don't even want you to worry like that. Because let me tell y'all something. When I like somebody, if I'm in a chat or a video and they get in diss, and I like the person that's dissing them, I just come out the chat. Because I'm not going to sit and listen to it. You know what I mean? That's a platform. I'm not going to sit and listen to it. I just come out of it. And I keep it moving. That's it. I don't sit and say, oh, and hold on, let me call all that 45 minutes. They said that you are a booty butt. I'm not. I'm not. I don't need to know what people got to say about me behind my back. I don't really care. They on their platform, they can say whatever they want to say. I just don't. I don't care. Because what's respect? Like I said, you think everybody that watching anybody like them? Everybody like them? No, they don't. It's gonna be some people watching you because they hoping you have a downfall. It's gonna be some people watching you because they hoping you make a mistake, that you have a camera slip, that you have, you know what I mean? They hoping for anything wrong. Odie, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I love me some sweating. Yeah. And like I said, and so it's so many people. So like I said, to me, that's why I always say ain't no bushes out here, it's thrones. Because everybody got bushes, and it still ain't stopping none. So I got thrones. So even if you don't like it, I respect the fact that you sit your ass out there on the throne and have respect enough to just watch. So that put a jewel on your crown. Because everybody wear a crown, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? But when you come up in here, like I said, I don't care if somebody telling me the messiest person in the world. I'm gonna say, well, no, I know you're not, because when we're around each other, we don't have a mess. So I know it's not all you are because you don't do it when I'm with you. And I say, I know it ain't because nobody's scared of me or somebody think I'm a saint, so they got to be a saint around me. It's because people get to put their guards down when they're around me. They don't have to fight about what they did. They don't have to tell me about what they once said. They don't have to tell me if they was under a name before. I don't give a damn. I've been watching for the last 2 years, and with these kind of wars going on, I'm surprised all of us ain't under a fake name. But one thing Danny never gonna do is troll you. Danny's never going to be doing subliminals. I can say any one of these people names because all of them bleed, fart, piss, and shit just like me. So therefore, that I don't give a damn what race they are, what their money standards are. At the end of the night, they heart stop just like me. They're done. You get what I'm saying? So. Yeah, I'm putting people on pedestals. I don't even put celebrities on pedestals. I put humans on pedestals. I put mothers who lost their children and still walk around and treat people with respect and still love. I put them on pedestals. I put people who fought and beat cancer and are fighting with it and living. I put them on pedestals. I put people who are victims and everything else and they still got a good heart. I put them on pedestals. Outside of that, nobody else on the pedestal for me, because I know the higher the pedestal, the harder you fall. But I put those people on a pedestal because they'll always be trophies to me, because they fought something. I think some things that I couldn't fight before, and some things I know I couldn't fight if I had to go up against them. So I can't speak for nobody. I'm not going to speak for myself. Thank you, man. Like I said, I love giving love. Drazo, hey, bruh, how you doing? Y'all know I love when the king's on the building. Corns, mom, how you doing? How you doing? Well, yeah, and that's what happened. Then people always, oh, if you was over there, then that mean this. If you did that, that mean this. But like I told y'all, and I'm gonna say this over and over again. Watch any of my videos from the beginning to now. I'm not saying something different. I'm not singing. See, that's what's wrong with you. They sing a tune by whoever they buy. Oh, I'm around you, so I'm gonna sing this tune. But then when I'm over here, and like I said, it's creators who was banning people out their chat for being cool people. Then when they get back cool, it's okay. It was always okay because subscribers can go wherever you want. And here's the real deal: if you want to get in the mess, you go right ahead and get in the mess. But remember, you can't get in the mess unless that messy ass creator wants to allow you to let you in the mess. But you can be whoever you want to be. You can go wherever you want to be. And let me tell you something about everybody who comes up in this kingdom. Not only do I know that you subscribe to somebody else, I want to know that for a fact. And I want you to go everywhere you need to go so you can see it for yourself. That's what I want you to do. But more than anything, I want to make sure that you are entertained, educated, or what did I used to tell you? Entertained, educated, or informed. No, that's educated. It's informed, entertained. Either way it goes, I want you to have a good time on here. I want you to have a good time on here. And if those aren't the things that's happening, then please, you didn't come on here to get depressed. I know nobody didn't come on here to make stress, because if anybody in here is ill, whether you fighting blood pressure, whether you fighting the big C, whether you fighting anything that works on your immune system, let me tell you something, stress makes it worse. So don't come anywhere to make yourself worse. So if I'm telling you to build your body up and love yourself so much that you wouldn't allow yourself to be worse than what it is, then if that's wrong, y'all, I ain't gonna never be right. I'm never gonna say something different. Y'all should not be on here and every night I leave off this thing crying. Unless I'm crying because I'm just in joy that I'm so happy. I don't want, you know, I don't want to be up all night because I'm worried about if my favorite content creator might have jumped off the building, because I don't know what y'all came on here for. I don't know what y'all came on here for, but I sure didn't come on here for that. I don't want it. Say, Dan, do you want that? No, I don't want it. My friends are my friend no matter who I'm around. And like I said, if you got enough respect for me, you'll know that sitting and talking down on my friends, you can't do to me. You can have those opinions. I'm just not going to sit to listen to them. And I'm going to let you know, man, maybe that's a conversation you should have with them. Not me. That's it. And I mess with real people, so they fight their own battles. But don't ever think I'm going to be in the room with them and they'll get jumped. So whatever that means, that'll never happen. Never. And but like I tell you, when you a chain of change, know that when I'm in the room and I see any of your names, you're going to always know that I know you're there and I'm going to say hello, period. Because we have something that is, you know what I mean? I'm, oh, is that Corey's mom? Hey, I don't care what she could be in a chat called Hey Danny. I'm still gonna say that. Hey, Corey's mom. Because she might have been stopping by just to see why somebody was saying they hate Danny. I'm not gonna walk in there like, girl, what is you doing over there? Now, if I came up in the chat and I saw her saying, I hate Danny, I said, Corey's mom, what I do, girl? And I'm telling you, that's just how much I am that I would say that. Girl, what I do, girl? What happened? Say, then they found the video where you was on there going in on somebody. I ain't like what you said. Hey, I told you when I lived in my hate, when my mouth came nasty, there's no rules to this. I might have said anything. Like I told you, I used to drop the F-bomb like it was nobody's business, but I dropped it more on heterosexual men than I dropped it on anybody. Sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry that I used to think like that, but I'm not sorry because at that time, that's how I thought. And if I was back in that time, that's how I would think. And I can only be this way to think different because I had to grow. But I'd be lying to tell you I never did it. That ain't justifying it. See, that's what's wrong with having people in here. Wrong, right, or indifferent. Stand in it. Who are these people? They not my judge or jury. They not going, when the bills due, they not paying none of them. When the pillow's soaking wet with tears, they not passing me Kleenexes. When my stomach growling, what they doing? Because if they any of the people that's helping me in any of those things, they wouldn't be the people that would turn on me like that. And if they did, it would tell me more about them than me, right? If I stoop to their level, it tells me everything about both of us. It tells me that birds of a feather flock together. That's why all the people doing the same thing. Y'all the same in that. That's why once people was friends. Because when we was friends, I was doing that same thing you telling me about I was doing. You knew I did that, matter of fact. We just found it out. But you didn't care then, so why you care now? And why should I care? That's why I said when Yikes called old girl nappy headed, nobody really cared because they didn't like Britney. When they wanted to make a motive about who he was, everybody cared. Sorry I didn't jump up. That's what I said. We can't keep having this selective caring. I care every time. Every time one of y'all post each other's kids, I care. And I think it's terrible. And I think it's worse for the kid because not only is they family, nobody's protecting them. That's how I feel personally. I do. Every time we disgracing somebody's weight, they look, they live in situation, and they snatch. I just think how more little girls will be somewhere sticking their finger down their throat to try to be a certain size. Another little girl is going to be laying down with every man because she just wants some validation. Because look at the women and what we doing. Right now, it's a girl at school right now being talked about because she ain't skinny enough, her hair ain't long enough, or whatever. Her booty flat, I don't know. Whatever it is, it make her something to talk about. Right now, she at school. Getting shit on. Right now, it's some girl walking through the halls wishing some boy was going to ask her to prom while her family is sitting trying to find a cousin or a family friend they can get to go with her because they know ain't nobody going to ask her. Because the society we live in is so judgmental. Because the society we live in is so, and we reflect it. We reflect the world and society all over YouTube, y'all. Don't be surprised in what you say. Don't. That's why I'm on here reflecting who I am, good, bad, or indifferent. What question do you have, Sweaty? No hard bands. I demand the refund. Oh yeah, that's how I be. Like I said, every day is mental health. My mental health I take hour by hour because you never know what's gonna happen or trigger you in the day to take you somewhere else. And that's why even when I come on here, I'm real selective because I don't want to be responsible for triggering anybody into places they don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people can do it to me. And not intentionally, it can happen though. That's why when we come in the kingdom, I like to put the crown on because I like to have a menu where we come from the heart. Truly. You know what I mean? So even when I'm talking about this, I ain't never here to diss nobody. And if it's dissing you talking about what somebody saw or how they felt about it, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it. It's that simple. That wouldn't be on what I said. That'll be how you felt. Because like I said, I ain't here. Ain't got no ill wills against nothing. But I just be watching people like, man, I'm tired of hearing your same old story, man. Like, damn. And then I just think of all the bad things we heard about several people, but it's still an excuse to why that should be okay. Why, I need people to clean their own houses out. Like, and that's it. And then address the people you address and call them on it. That's what I'm doing. I don't care. It's the other stuff I care about. That's the only stuff. And then I told y'all this months ago on a video, hey, y'all get any pictures of anyone undressed, do not pass that shit around. Because I don't care if they gave it to somebody. Once you start passing that around, if that person decides to say, oh, well, they are, I forget what the name of the crime is, but taking a picture I gave to them, and they do that, all y'all people trading that stuff around. It's so many people in here, and I think some people are oblivious to that. What they're doing is completely a crime or wrong. But in the last year and a half, I've heard of more than one picture where they've had somebody body part and people were passing around and saying, "I actually have that in my phone or my computer." Why do you? Would you? People say, "Well, I wouldn't have never had a picture out there." Well, that's you. Even if I would never have a picture of me like that out there anywhere. But if I did have a picture like that out there, I would hate that people were passing it around. Period, because I didn't give you the picture. On my what was that shit? Was that my 40th birthday? I took a picture in my bra and underwear in California in the bathroom saying that stretch marks, flaws, weight, skin, I love me and the skin I am in. Because the best way to take care of the skin you in is to love it first. So I told y'all, I believe in your body. No matter what it looks like, it's your temple inside out, and you must take care of it. And you know what I mean? So you'll never get me with that. Because I'm not that, but I wouldn't be passing around nobody. And if you sent me a picture of somebody naked, I'd cuss you the fuck out. Now, y'all know it's the end of November. Don't have me dropping this word 1,800 times. Yeah, don't y'all dare have me. Don't y'all dare have me saying it 842 more thousand times. But yeah, we do wrong things. Sorry, one of my friends from school passed away. No, that's I don't know. And I just saw the text. I'm sorry. But yeah, and that's how short life is. That we'll be sitting here fighting about what life is, and as you're doing it, or talking about how people don't take life for granted, you get a text that you just lost somebody you know. That's how simple things can be. That's just real freaking life. And if you think today I'm the only person that's gonna hear of somebody that they know, care about, love, live with, whatever it could be, they lost them. I'm not. Life is too short. We have to care more. And it's not up to me to make everybody else care more. It's up to me on what I do. And that's why I can stand so firmly in who I am, because my decisions are my own. That's what I said. I'm somebody minion. I could never be nobody's minion. I told y'all I don't even call it following nobody on social media, because I don't follow nothing. I am a leader. I run with prides. I run with real bosses, real royalty. So I'm not a minion. Some of y'all got minions. You know your minion? Because they go out and speak for you. They go out and jump in every chat to defend your name. They send you shit all day pertaining to what somebody said about you. Those are minions. I'm not doing that. Because some of these people, you ask them, well, what did that person do to you? And they be like, well, they ain't did nothing to me. They did. I told you, listen to these creators. Sometimes when they get on a panel with each other, you think they're going to be talking about all the stuff they talk about that they done did to each other. They'll be like, and what about what you did to Danny? And what about what you did to Junebug and them? You be like, wait, you mad at them about what they did to Junebug and Danny? Because on your channel, you said it's all the stuff they did to you. Then half these people should be lawyers. I mean, they lie. Not saying all lawyers lie. But you know, they call them liars. Lawyers. Liars. Like a lawyer. But some of them. Most of them don't lie. They just get you at where you broke the rule. So they get you where you messed up, where you didn't read the Miranda rights, where this, that's what they get. Where you didn't do this, that's where they get you on. So, but I tell y'all, it's just some merch going on. But like I said, it's bigger fish to fry. To me, it is at least. Well, just pray for his family. Daisy, how you doing? Oh, I know that. Oh, them pregnancy hemorrhoids. It happened to me one time with my oldest son. It's the only time I've had hemorrhoids. Woo! I wouldn't wish it on. No, I think I had hemorrhoids twice in my life. I had it then, and I had it right after I had my last surgery about my intestines. When I had that happen, afterwards, it was on me because sometimes I feel like I had to go to the bathroom and I was strained. Oh, I'm getting too deep in this, but anyway, I had hemorrhoids twice, and it's nothing I ever want to get in my life. Who's sweaty? That's beautiful. Well, it's not that beautiful that you're saying you look like a melting candle. It's beautiful that you've lost 300 pounds. That's beautiful. Oh yeah, I know that first day back seems super long. Oh yeah, all of us sometimes. Sometimes my mouth write a check, my ass can't cash, and sometimes my actions write a check that I'm gonna be paying off for a while, even when I change or do better, or you know what I'm saying. It's just some things, such as life. But it's not what I did; it's what I learned from it, and do I do it again? That's it. That's it. And sometimes I told you I'm from the show me tell you. Sometimes I had to bump my head a couple of times. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't a one time, one and done at all. Like it wasn't that. It wasn't a me. I'm gonna tell you about yourself one time. It was I'm gonna tell you about yourself 1,420 times. I'm gonna tell you to everybody know. To everywhere I go, they know who you are, what you did to me. You know, I was like that. So I've been there, done that. Been there, done that. None of us are perfect. And I told y'all, I had a whole content creator here named Ty Couture who I really liked a lot, and I loved him. We got him Bishop, and people picked on him and they tortured him. And I'm telling y'all, I used to be sitting on here cussing people out. I started his goon side, Bishop's goon squads, because we was gonna protect him. And I hated how people bullied him. I did. And I thought I was fighting the right way, but here's something I can tell y'all. He's gone. He ain't never coming back. Ever. And it won't matter how many good things I say, and it won't matter how much I tell you how I wish I would have did it a different way. I didn't. I didn't. So when people think I'm on here being perfect, no, I can't bump my head twice. Make a fool of me once. Shame on you. Make a fool of me twice. Shame on me. So you think I'm gonna come over here fighting the same way I fought one other place and the person gone? So it don't matter if all them people didn't like him for real. Let's say they didn't like him like they used to say they didn't. He gone. They won. But his mama lost. His ex-husband lost. The subscribers who really loved him lost. It was people that I used to see in his chat all the time and see him everywhere. Then I'd see him even when you watch Chasing, the Chasing Atlanta shows and stuff. You'd see him over there. After he was gone, you didn't see him no more because I thought about all the people that were really hurt. I thought about all the people when he talked about his mental health, how they admitted they suffered from mental health and how it was different and it was hard and how people said they understand, but they didn't. They didn't understand that it was not only just how your brain worked, but it was everything going on around you in life. That's why during the pandemic, so many people realized that who hadn't acknowledged it, they realized how many people dealt with mental health who didn't know it before. Because when something goes on top, and some people got mental health issues during the pandemic because of what we went through. So if y'all think I come on here just talking a good song and dance, baby, I talk it because I've walked it, I've lived it. And it'll never change. It'll never change when I turned on and saw his mother doing his funeral on YouTube. And that once I saw somebody on the camera like you saw me, and then I watched them put him in a horse and carriage and take him to the dirt. So I'm sorry if a part of me is saying like, I know that fight ain't gonna win. So I guess. So like I said, so if that make me whatever, then I guess it's what I'm gonna be. Hold on a second. Wait. Hold on, I'm trying to see what this says. Okay, y'all say a prayer. I just got a text message from the people at the apartment. They want to talk. And sometimes I seem emotionless about things. It's because I've been up, I've been down, I've been a lot of things. So sometimes I just seem like I'm not. But inside I'm screaming. And sometimes when I allow myself to feel complete emotions, you really get my exact emotions. So um that's a blessing. I mean, like I said, we just went yesterday. So prayers up. What's for me will be for me. But if so, that means need that. Could you see that by maybe by Thursday we can be in our own place, so you can have a new place to fart at that's yours. He said he don't know. He wagging his tail. He said any place he had is his. That's what he just said, y'all. Y'all can't speak dog. I speak it, and I speak Nino fluently. And this place is only like a block away from my job. There's a bus right outside of the place. The train is like 2 blocks away. It's in a neighborhood I've lived in, been in that area for years, so I know it. Everything, the stores, the people. And like I said, it's like a block away from where I work. It's like 7 blocks from my son's crib, a straight shot down from my daughter. But more than anything, they take my knee. So we'll sing, keep it lifted. Good vibes only. Sending good vibes only. I'm gonna have to put on my shirt. Good energy only. So now I just need to know so we can know. Then it's next. The next step, they say, yeah. Then the go is put that bread on the table and get it cracking. Then, of course, the next best stop is I told you I do my bed and everything else. So that means I get to go get shopping for a new bed. That makes me very happy. Come, Camellia. But I don't like to get too excited because see, I start going straight to the boom boom room. I done got me a place. I done set it up. I'm sitting in the kitchen cooking something to eat right now. And then if we go down, then I'm sad because it's another day I got to wait to think about going in the kitchen. But more than anything, I'm just thankful to God that I am good until I have a place. So that's the blessing. And everything I've lost, I didn't lose my mind. That's a blessing because y'all know what it could be. I could have lost my whole mind. I could be sitting in a cell right now telling y'all about it. Or I could be in my grave and you could be just assuming what I was thinking because you didn't even know. You could think you know. Grace, how you doing, sis? Positive vibes, that's right. Okay, go take the dogs out. Yes, Susan. Yes, Big Bad Man. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Marianne. Oh, go ahead. Get to your real life, Tina. Yeah, one thing I'm gonna tell y'all. I do not want y'all to apologize, continue to apologize, or explain that you have a job in a life. Please, please live it. Go do it. Thanks, Bossy. Thanks, thanks. Yeah. Whenever my mods do that, I always feel bad. I always feel like, dang, I don't want them to think like they can't go live their real life. They don't have a YouTube channel. I don't expect your life to pause for mine. I want y'all to know that. I want you to go do what you got to do. And when you come back in, I know you back in. Listen. But every time they be, oh, I'm sorry, I feel so bad. I'd be like, damn, I don't want them feeling bad. I honestly feel like that. I'd be like, I don't want them feeling bad. I don't. Please go do your job. I hope to hell you wouldn't stop doing your job to come up in here. That's your job. It says it in its title. That's your job. That's just your job. You in here as a friend, as a sister, supporting and watching. You know what I mean? Please go do your just anybody up here. I wish one of y'all would come in, even if you didn't have a wrench, and tell me I left my job to come listen. I said, if you don't get back to work and put your earphone in or catch me on the replay. Have a great day, Tina. Oh yeah, I love comic. Oh, that's my jam. I told you right now. I just literally have repeating the songs that make me happy, happy songs. So I got Candy on here. I got that on here. I got John Lennon on here. I got Elvis. I got a bunch of stuff on here. And I'm not even finished making the list. These just the ones I got on for now, just to have a song that takes me to a different energy. Sorry about that. But yeah, we have to, oh God, Jesus. Oh. Give me 1 second, John. So, what are y'all planning on doing today? What is on the agenda? I feel like I'm on an emotional roller coaster. I am so not afraid to talk. That's why I talk about mental health, because I'm not afraid to explain it. So, I literally got a text message. Ouch. I literally got a text message that said somebody I went to high school with passed. And I'm always sad to hear, especially people in my age group. You know what I mean? I got that text message. I literally got that followed up by, I was going to get a call from the place to further talk about the apartment. Then I looked and read where Tina said her real life called and she had to go. And I can't lie, for a second in my emotional mind, I thought, like, wait, I'm emotionally welcome down, because I started feeling bad. I started saying, oh my God, wait a minute. Am I taking her away? Because that's how your mind will work. That's how simple the mind can be triggered. And it's really because you just took in too much before you could take it in. So then you thought, wait, oh shit, am I holding her for something? I said, wait a minute. I'm sending out text messages. Girl, I don't want you to ever think that. Then I had to call in my mind as soon as I sent the text and say, wait, I think she was just saying like she had to go back to work. But I think because you read it, you thought that she was trying to say I was pulling her from her real life. See how your mind works? I'll tell y'all I'm a work in progress. progress is the process. And like I didn't think Tina was saying nothing bad. I felt bad because I felt like I was pulling her from what she had to do by me sitting here running my mouth. So that's what I mean. That's how the brain will work, though. But that's just because it just went up, down, sideways, so it'll go anywhere. And that's what people live with, is what your mind thinks, how it feels. But yeah. Oh my goodness, y'all. My prayers to you, Florence Mom. Definitely be praying for you. Definitely, definitely, definitely. That's what I'm saying. There's just something going on everywhere. I'd rather be sending my vibes and my energies to something positive. I just really would. And because sometimes, like I told y'all, it's something about me. Sometimes in my mind, when I get too excited, I pull myself back just so I'm not let down. I'd rather just be like kind of blah. And if it happened, then I could be happy. But then for me, I wouldn't even be happy until I was in there, keys in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not because I'm not happy. I am. I don't know. Because I think of the feel of the blow if it don't go. You know, when I weigh the options on both sides, I think how I'm going to feel if it don't go. And that's what I'd be more nervous about. I don't know. Like I said, just be thinking about it a lot. I do. And y'all keep Maya Malou in your prayers. Just keep her lifted. As I said. Oh, ugh. That's one thing about when you're on this camera is life doesn't stop being real. And so you have to be very transparent, but at the same time, you have to protect you. I have to protect me. So, like I told y'all earlier in this, come December 1st, I'm going to make sure that things are just more routine. I'm going to definitely have a schedule. So, that's the time I'm going to do it. I know I'm not adding any minds. I'm not, right now, I'm not, right now, like I said, my team is secure. I'm straight in that. I do want to make sure that I make times that I'll probably come on here, and depending on if people are busy or not and can't get in here, I might come in here sometimes. And like I said, I may be in here. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know anymore right now. I can't even think straight. Uh, it always feels like a weakness when life shows you. Like, I don't know how to say what I'm saying. Like, my mental brain is just going like 12 different places at once right now. So I'm just gonna pause for a minute and try not to sit here in dead silence and just digest the last few minutes. As well, know. That's why sometimes I tell you it's not even good to answer my phone when I'm on live or my messages. And I think of people like in nervous smiles. I think of just right now. And like, I think nervous. I used to think like nervous meant scared, but then what part of it do mean scared actually when you think about it? Because I could be just scared to say the wrong thing or scared to. Mm. But that's what I tell people. I trust me, I do understand because you start beating yourself up. And I think that's what I just did. Thank you, Sweaty. Thank you, sis. What is that thing? Oh, thank you. Thank you. From your mouth to God's ears, I'm claiming it. And I can't lie, for a second, I got a little nervous because I thought about if they said no. And I said, why am I taking myself? That's why I said I have to mentally come back. because I'm like, why are you taking yourself there? That's what made me think when Tina said that, like, oh my God, I'm pulling my sister from taking care of her job like she's supposed to. Because you'll mentally just start beating yourself. So I was like, come out of that, come out, come out, come out. If it's for me, what's for me, nobody can take from me. They can't. But like I said, Sweaty, thank you very much. I can't wait. I can't wait to go get candles. I can't wait to get candles. I can't wait to put food in the refrigerator. I can't. I can't wait to cook for myself. To wake up and make breakfast. I can't wait to do that. Like I said, I have for the last 7 months, I have opened my door with a key. A key that if it touches your phone or your earphone case, it demagnetizes. So the thought of putting a key in a door, and the thought of saying I'm going home. I've been so excited several times, during this process, and mm, I've got really excited, and I'm still here. And so I've had times where I've gotten so excited and then been let down that it take me a couple of days to bounce back. And so a part of me is nervous. Hold on. I feel like to lose. But just for things to go smooth, it makes me excited. But like I said, that part of you gets nervous. But I'm just gonna enjoy the moment, and what's for me is for me. You know. But that was good news because I just went yesterday. And then the best thing about this place is like next to what I've been paying a month here, this is dirt cheap. So I gotta tell you, like I said, anxiety, that kind of stuff is real, real. Mm. Oh, sorry, y'all. It's a moment. That's what I told y'all. When you take in some too much, you sometimes you gotta feel. Yes, I went and saw Peas, how you doing? I went and saw a place yesterday, and it's a basement apartment, but it has its own entrance. Now, one of the things I don't like is the ceilings probably are like 8 feet, and so to me that seemed like really short ceilings in some rooms. And then because it's a basement apartment, in one of the rooms it has the pipes. I hate pipes inside a place. You know how the pipes be in a basement apartment. But at this point, I'm just to a point where I'm like, I want a roof over my head that's mine. I want to be able to eat in the kitchen, cook. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff. And like I said, and the rent in here is only like 900. And so in all the places I went to see, it hasn't been that. And like I said, it's right where I used to live across the street from there before my kids were in 8th grade. So it's just funny, you know what I mean? But um, like I said, so in this 7 months, I'd be lying if I told you I haven't had a lot of ups that went down and they didn't go nowhere in this here game. Um, in the end of it, it won't stop. That just housing me in here has been almost $2,000 a month. So some months it was over 2,000 a month. because hotels have different rates. They got summer rates, they got weekend rates, and it doesn't none of that changes. So whenever I think of lowering all this money out, I get excited, and then when I don't, I get depressed because the more that goes out, you have to bring something back in because it doesn't matter if you have a great savings if you're just spending it, you know. So, like I said, I'm sorry, but for a second, I just, um, but it was a good sign, so I'm excited about that. But like I said, if I'm just being honest, I get scared to get excited sometimes. Mhm. So I just literally, so it would have made me feel for a second was anxious. I felt very anxious. That's why I said sometimes we all have it. You had those feelings of like you're not good enough for. Uh, and everything I give y'all on here is truly just me. Not ashamed to be me. Oh man. But I got a good feeling about this one though. So we'll see. Oh, but like I said, that'll be a good thing because that'll be this week. And then, it's funny about anxiety, everything, or like OCD, everything I do is a routine. The way I move is routine. Because when I throw it off and something happens, it throws me. So even if we gonna move, I was kept thinking yesterday, like, I hope they don't wait and call me the day before because then I have to rush everything and it's gonna have my anxiety up. So no matter if it's something good, it's just gonna have me super anxious. And when you're real anxious, if anything goes wrong, it make you feel like everything went wrong. So, like I said, so no, it's a good thing. That's definitely a good news. Like I said, I had to take it in, and then instantly I got scared because that's the way my body. When I talk about fighting wrong, I can only speak on myself. So my body automatically went to thinking of why not to get too happy because it's trying to protect me from being let down. And so, yeah, like I said, but I just happened to be on here when all that happened. So even when I tried to just take them in, it was a second. So yeah. I'm thinking somebody at the door anyway. Be nice. Be nice. You got your nice peanut butter treat. You be nice. Welcome to my world. But one of the good things about this place is I have my own entrance and exit. So, oh, hold on, leaving the walk past again. This time I prepare for him to bark when they walk past. He doesn't do a thing. Anyway, such an attention slut. Um, but like I said, it has its own entrance and exit, and then two, it's in the basement, so I don't have to worry about going up over people, taking down the stairs every time we go out. And like I said, since I'm from over here, I know just where to walk them. I know where the dog. I know everywhere to go. I know where big old Columbus. You know what I'm saying? I know everywhere to go with them. So I am excited about that. It's not like I even got to get familiar with an area and where's to go, and I know exactly where I'm at. So Those are the perks. Then did I mention that it's like a block from my job? It's 6 blocks from my son where he lives. So in an angle is a straight shot from my daughter. Like, so the things that's better for me in life is it has got a lot of perks. Like I said, there's a bus right outside my house. I mean, right outside of the apartment. So it's a lot of perks. So I pray it does work, and if it's for me, it will be. And y'all know I'm gonna tell y'all as soon as I find out. I could get off this live, get on the phone, and they say yes. I'm gonna get right back on live if you think I'm not. Now, I'm definitely gonna send text messages out and calls first, but then I'm double dead on the live. But you know, I have to. Yeah, it does. It does. And that's how you learn to fight sometimes. By preparing for the, hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. I've lived my life like that. Mm. Oh yes. Ooh, he saved her life for real. Well, I actually got a message today that they want to call today, so they're supposed to reach out today. So I should hear something today. Yeah, but I was gonna hear something no later than by Wednesday morning. But they reached out this morning. Mm-hmm. Oh, I know that man did leave. Yeah, that's one thing about here, even when people on the nights when you just got people who just came through for the night, to kick it at the hotel or whatever. Uh, if they come through the hallways and they being loud or something in the middle of the night, Nino or bark once, and you'll hear them from outside, like, "Oh, whoa, shit! I thought that dog." Yeah, yeah. Hmm. But I'm a true red-blooded American, and I promise you that. That means that he is my first line of defense. That's it. If you make it past him, blessings. But I always think you won't make it no further. But yeah, yeah, that's what I love about him. He's gonna be, especially if I'm around. If he's in here with my brother, for some reason, every noise don't get him. But if he's in here with me, any sound that's made, he's gonna let somebody know I'm here and he's here with me. No, that's what he's letting them know more. So I should say that he's letting them know that he's here, that she ain't alone, she ain't by herself. And that's why I tell people Nino was built without being never tortured or abused to do it. He was built to protect what he loved. That's what he's built for. So he wasn't meant to be the dog everybody just come up rubbing and playing with. He wasn't meant to be that dog. But he once he knows you and realize you are in the like, oh, he's that cuddle buddy to you. But other than that, he think he's protected. So he's gonna sit in front of you, sit on your feet. Even if he's not barking, he's just gonna sit there over you, smothering you to like nothing you gonna do to him. So but also, as soon as me and Nino get to a place, I can put him in training. I can get that leash, that collar that Tina was telling me about that works so good for Willow. Like I can do so many different things. I can breathe, and I could be done with this chapter. To the next chapter. So that's what I'm excited about. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, it's my buddy right here. But even when it comes to him, I'm selective about even who I'm willing to let keep him. And it's really usually gonna be my brother. There's a few other people that can keep him because they've lived with him, but I'm real particular about who I'm even willing to leave him around. He's so spoiled, right? Nee. Nee, what you thinking? You just gonna talk with your tail? So are you happy? That's good. That means you're a good boy. But nobody wants to come rub on your belly. Nobody wants to come over there and rub on you and love on you and hug on you because they love you so much. And they know it. You're wagging your tail because they love them so much. And I need them so bad, but so funny. So yeah, so literally, I think what I'm about to do is eat some lunch, get some lunch. Finish watching some stuff I saw. I just saw Six Bows went live while I was on here. Go check that out. I'm gonna finish watching Red Rocks from this morning. That's really about. Yeah, like I said, I definitely right, his tail just being wagged. He is you always know when he happy because his tail gonna let you know. And don't be too close to him when he whacking it because it feel like a whip. It's like, what is he doing with his tail? I'm gonna need him to stop whacking me with it. And sometimes I think he's doing it on purpose. So look, y'all, you see them paws crossed. Everybody know around here have been paws crossed. Don't trust him. He on something sneaky. You got him crossing. He crossing his paws. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. Look at him. He's staring at us too. That's how you know he on some BS. He about to do something. I have no idea what it is, but he about to do something. But thank you guys for coming through. Like I said, I promise you when I hear something, I definitely, even if it's good or bad, I definitely I'm gonna come on. I will share it when I'll be back. When I come back, because I definitely will be back today. Today, I think I'm just gonna let the day flow. So I can't say when or what time, but I'll definitely be back today. But right now, I more so want to call my mom, get something to eat, and just wait to see what happens when I hear back from them about the apartment. And that's it. That's where I'm at right now, people. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for sending out prayers. Thank you for your light. Thank you for the crowns you wear. Thank you very much, Big Bad Wolf and Sweaty. Thank you for the super chats. And one of the best things is I figure I should finally get a check from YouTube in December, because I just got monetized in November. But I'm grateful for every super chat, every super sticker, because when I look at my number, I say, well, thank you. I get that checking. And hopefully so I should get paid for them, but I don't get it because, you got to hit this threshold. And I guess it's in every department. And so I'm really still trying to understand the whole system. So I should get a check hopefully December 21st. And if I do, I promise you, I'm using that as only for holidays. Like whatever it does, what it is, only for the holidays. I also know the end of the month is coming. So we said it was going to be Paranormal Witch on who we're going to send it to because the fundraiser of the F-bombs. So I definitely have to get that taken care of on the first. But yeah, like I said, it's just a lot going on. So let's keep good spirits. Schedule for December. What would be better for me to start my schedule and be able to be in my apartment and have my lighting and have my dad come and set my screens on the wall so I could use multiple screens. Like those are things I have to have done when I get into a place. But yeah, so I'm definitely excited. And I know a place is coming. I know that. So keep good vibes, and I'm gonna come back later and catch you all and check on y'all and see how the rest of your day's been going. And I will get back to you later on today. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for loving on me. Thank you for praying for me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for listening to Nino too, because y'all know he had to bark at y'all a couple. Well, not y'all. He would never bark at y'all. He was barking at. He still got them paws crossed. I don't trust nothing he doing. Y'all, I'm gonna have to get out of here because I don't know what he about to do. Who knows what Nino gonna do? He just can't trust him. And that's tail wagging. Y'all can't trust him. Look, don't trust him. Nita, you want to say God bless you goodbye? Your Russell Simmons voice for him. God bless you. Good night. Good afternoon. Good morning. Yeah, we'll catch you later. Maybe by later he'll uncross his paws. I don't know. We'll have to find out. I told y'all he's messy. He is messy as the messiest creators over here. I'm telling y'all, watch him. Just watch him. You better watch him. If he had a channel, y'all see it. You'd see it. He messy. He real messy. He sends screenshots. He messy. He messy. Him and the dingo, the kangaroo, they not above each other. You gotta watch them. Just watch them. I love y'all guys. I'm gonna get out of here before Nino do something. Before Nino do something else. See you later. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Marianne. I love you, sis. I'm out. Be that.